Okay, boys and girls, it's that time again. Welcome back to Uncle Red's channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about Merab the Machine Dvalishvili when he took on Triple C champion Henry Cejudo. Okay, boys and girls, this video is brought to you by PrizePicks. I've said it before. It's so simple. Go to the App Store, download PrizePicks. You pick more or less on your favorite players in the NBA, NHL, UFC for the chance to win 100 times your money. Available in states like Texas, California, and 30 more, plus Canada. For new users, place a $5 lineup and you get $50 instantly, no strings attached. Here's the scoop. Instant $50 for all new users who use my code Timbo, all caps. So win or lose, guaranteed win. Boys, all of September, Caleb Williams is a free square on PrizePicks. All he has to do is throw for 1 passing yard. So it's a guaranteed win. Take advantage of it before it's too late. And make sure you guys watch out for my NFL picks, my UFC 306 picks later this week. They'll be on my YouTube videos, and then they'll also be on my Instagram and Snapchat at TimWelchMT. Okay, Henry Cejudo right now is 37 years old, a clean 5'4". Before his little comeback here, he was on a nice little streak. He took out Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson, split decision, could have won either way. TKO'd TJ Dillashaw, TKO'd Marlon Moraes, and TKO'd Dominic Cruz. So he tried to play hardball with the UFC, sit out, try to get paid more money, and you never want to play hardball with the UFC. Okay, so he after sitting out for a little bit, he comes back to take on Aljamain Sterling. Aljamain. He wanted to fast track to the title, and close fight. Actually, a very competitive fight that went 5 rounds, and Aljamain Sterling got it done by split decision. Later on, February 17th, they offer him Merab Dvalishvili, another fight that could put him right back in the title picture if he gets it done. Similar style, similar height. Both wrestlers. Henry Cejudo's got a little bit cleaner boxing. Merab Dvalishvili's a little bit more hectic with his boxing and his pace. And at this time, Merab's coming confident. Okay, he just took out Jose Aldo. He took out Peter Yan, and now he's taking on Henry Cejudo, who's fresh off the couch. Okay, so let's take a peek here at their last fight and see kind of how it went down. All right, Merab the Machine taking on Triple C Henry Cejudo. I was looking forward to this fight. This was going to be a great battle. I didn't know if Merab could take down Henry Cejudo. So here they come out. Orthodox, and Merab doesn't sprint in right away. He doesn't pressure forward because he probably does respect. He knows Henry can wrestle. So he can't just shoot blindly. He needs to get some good entrances and some good takedowns. Merab with the big wheel kick about 10 feet away. Nice. And look at Merab already changing levels. He doesn't want to know. He wants to hide it. He wants to disguise his shot. Changing levels and punching. Henry's trying to stand tall. That's one thing Henry does that is very dangerous, that he always floats his chin above his shoulders. And for a sniper who can find it, that could be very dangerous. He likes to float that chin. Merab's one of his favorite combos is a 3-2. He likes to jab, change levels, 3-2. He likes to step forward, 3-2. Henry coming back and calf kicking him here. Henry trying to step in with the right hand, left hook, and misses. So now Merab's going to start tromping forward here. Tromping forward, pecking at the legs. Ultimately, he's going to probably want to get in on a takedown here. Another change levels, 3-2. And counter to a left hook, guys, is another left hook. So if you got 2 people throwing left hooks and one person is bringing their right hand back to the armpit, then that partner's probably going to get cracked. So watch. Merab throws right hand, pulls his hand back to his armpit, and Henry throws a right hand left hook, and Henry ends up landing a clean left hook. Bunk. Squares up his feet a bit, hits him right on his chin, wobbles him, puts a smile on his face, and now Henry comes in and whiffs a few. I was curious. I thought, before this fight, I thought Henry was going to be able to shut down what Merab's good at pinning you on the fence. But Merab brought the pace to him. Head inside single. Just like this. Quick, nice timing on the single. Henry's coming forward. He ducks into the single and grabs it. Henry sits here. That's one thing Merab does. He hikes it to the outside of his body. Nice little trip inside. And that's 2 points. Took down the Olympic champ like nothing. And this is the first round when they're fresh, too. Henry pops up, referee's position, fights hands, backs out, and now we're up. It was a beautiful takedown by Merab. Look at Merab, back to changing levels. Back to changing levels. He wants you really biting on those takedowns so he can come up and crack you. Steps in, right hand to the lips. Henry kind of peeks out and scores 2 himself. Ends up on top. Tries to work to half guard, would be smart here. There we go. Beats the knee. It'd be better if Henry could walk that right knee up to his hip a little bit higher on the leg. A little bit higher. Crawl up with his right knee. He'd have him pinned there a little bit more. 154. But Merab, he's doing a good job. Merab, it's hard for Henry to do that because Merab's got that wrist control with his left hand. Now this is a good spot for Henry. If he could still crawl up a little bit deeper with his right leg to the hip, it'd make Merab stuck there a bit more. But this is a good position. In IBJJF Jiu-Jitsu, you're getting an advantage for this because you're close to passing the guard. Okay, Merab's going cross grip. A classic get up. Classic way to stand up. So he goes cross grip to belly out. Henry's got that bottom leg trapped, as you see, so it's making it hard for him to belly out, but now Merab sneaks it out. Goes butterfly, gives up the back. Remember, Henry was a freestyle wrestler, so he's not really a folk style wrestler. Folk style wrestlers in this position, they're gonna ride you, they're gonna crash you down, and they're gonna be able to maybe throw in a hook and leg ride you. Merab's clearly open for hooks here, but Henry, he's a freestyle wrestler. They don't do that kind of stuff. And I don't think, and I've heard from many coaches that Henry's not really willing to learn. He's the god knowing everything. So when coaches come in, they have something, the tips to give Henry. I've heard from many people that he doesn't take them very well because he knows. But that's definitely an opening. If you got a good back take, a good jiu-jitsu back take, you throw the hooks in there. Look how wide open he is for the hooks or a body triangle. Okay, so he goes seatbelt. Merab pops up, fights the hands real well. Drive him on the fence. We got 45 seconds the first round. And this is where Merab's best. Pushing against the fence and just grabbing you around the waist. Having a hard time breaking the grips. Okay, so Merab breaks off. Gets to the fence. We're in an over-under position here. This is one of Henry's favorite positions where he circles you off and inside trips you. Won't be surprised if he tries that here. Henry does have a very good inside trip, especially off the fence. Here it comes. He's going to try to set it up. Okay, so he didn't set it up. Merab was kind of aware of it, kept his hips back far enough. Henry steps in with a 3-2. Round 1 in the books. That was a pretty sweet round, I thought, actually. A couple scrambles. Here we go, round 2. And I don't know if it's Henry's age catching up to him, but he is. You can tell he's a little bit more fatigued. Have a little sip of my smoothie here, huh? A little raw milk, protein, Greek yogurt. Get the mind cooking. Okay. Here we go. Let's fast forward a little bit. 2 guys trying to fight in right hands. Oh, nice little duck here. Let me see what happened here. Merab really overextended himself on the right hands. Oops. Okay, so Henry hits a little high crotch, peeks his head out, and gets to the back. That's 2 points. 2 points by Henry. Merab gets to the fence real quick. The fence is your friend. Pummels in and breaks off. Beautiful. And now they're slugging a bit. Now they're slugging a bit. Let's fast forward a little bit here. We're at 2:42, round 2. And Henry overcommits with his feet. He throws a good left hook, and then look at Merab. Let's go back here. Henry getting tired. He throws a hard left hook, and Merab just dips his head. Boom, dips his head. Head inside single. Henry kind of to wait. He's got a good bite. Merab goes high crotch, back into the single, goes to his hip. Notice his right hand goes to the hip here, and then watch his right foot. His head's really high under the chest of Henry, so his head's doing a lot of the helping, keeping the leg elevated. Right hand, Merab's right hand's to the hip, and the right hand scoops that back leg. That was a nice finish by Merab. Really nice finish by Merab. Takes him down 2 points. Here we are, referee's position. And you can tell Henry's pretty gassed here. I mean, 37 years old. You've been a combat athlete your whole entire life. Eventually, all that wear and tear is going to catch up with you. Coming back, 37, trying to get into these training camps, trying to wrestle live again with these young bucks. Body's probably not the same as it used to be. So Merab tries to throw in a left hook. Deep around the waist here. And this is Merab's bread and butter position right here. Relentless, leg tripping. Riding him around. And notice this is like Merab's not just leaning his weight on you. He's pushing off the ground and putting his weight on you. He's really forcing you to carry the weight and really just zapping your energy, investing later in the fight. Okay, so they break off. There we go. Henry's back on him. 1:30 left in round 2. So let's fast forward a little bit to some more action here. And this is a position that in Pride, in 1FC, that you can't hang out in. And some wrestlers, and it would change the game. It would change the game of the UFC. Wrestlers couldn't take a bad shot. Now people, Aljo, even this, you can take a bad shot and you can kind of rest there without getting your knee, without getting the top of your head just boom, 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 your spine collapsed. This is where he kind of starts to hook up this high elbow guillotine here, this power guillotine. And he starts, now this is where he starts talking to Dana. This is pretty badass, honestly. He's got a good bite on the neck. But notice it's not hitting that artery on Henry. It's not hitting that right artery right here. That artery is free, so it's not putting him out. But it's definitely cranking the old neck. Giving the neck a cranking. That was pretty sweet. Okay, round 3. Here we go. The thing is, Henry's so used to training for these 5-round fights, too. And then he gets offered a 3-round fight. And the 3-round fights, I mean, 5-round fights, the pace completely changes. Maybe not with Merab because he's a machine and he'll just go full bull. But the pace changes for 3 rounds. So maybe Henry didn't train as hard. Who knows what happened? But he's 37 and he's 5'4". I mean, it's just hard, you know. Okay, Merab steps in with a big 3-2. Big, hard 3-2. And he's got decent timing on it, too. Lifts the knee, changes levels hard, 3-2, steps forward into outside double, hikes up to the outside armpit, pulls himself, and now he's got around the hips. That was really nice, explosive finish here. Let's fast forward to another big one. Henry gets out of that, so let's fast forward to another big one here. Henry tries to step in, throw a right hand, but Merab's ducking his head. And when he's ducking his head, you're not really sure. Is he throwing big hooks or is he looking to penetrate on a shot? Okay, so now he throws a fast jab, head inside single here. We're round 3, 2 minutes, 9 seconds left. Head inside single, turns it into a double, runs it against the fence, locks his hands. Anytime you're shooting against someone on the fence, anytime you're shooting and someone's on the fence, your main goal should be lock the hands. Lock the hands under the butt. You saw Bilal Muhammad do it with Leon Edwards so well. Lock the hands under the butt, lift right away. The longer you lock the hands and just hang out there, that gives that opponent a chance to spread their legs, start pulling your lock up, start pummeling, and make it a lot harder to finish. But look, Merab drives in, locks his hands, gets his butt underneath him, strong head, and gets under him. Gets under him here, lifts him, walks him all the way to his corner, boom. Right to Dana. Gives him a good slamming. The Olympic champion double legs him like nothing and slams him. Ends up on top in Henry's butterflies. Henry uses butterflies, get to the fence, smart. Again, watch this. Butterflies. You get the butterflies and watch Henry get his right hip to the fence. As soon as he gets his hip to the fence, now he's able to stand up, get his chest up, cut his left arm all the way back. He's back to fighting the hands. Back to fighting the hands. Peeling, peeling. This is where Merab's strong, though. If he gets his hands locked around your waist, he's going to be fucking strong here. He's not really going to beat the tar out of you. He's going to knee your legs a little bit, but you got to use a lot of energy to get out. Okay, so Henry builds his way up. Merab's still sitting there, head inside single. Okay, and here Henry tries his Henry's pretty fatigued here. 20 seconds left. Goes over-unders. Oops, sorry. Goes over-unders right here. Dips in, gets into over-unders. His spot. Looks for the inside trip. And Merab defends it good. He just doesn't have the juice to finish it. Issuing him a few juicers to the body to loosen him up. And that's that. That's a pretty one-side beaten from Merab, the Machine Dvalishvili. And clearly you can see why he's called the Machine. He does a good job. He changes levels and he throws hard bombs. He changes levels and he's got pretty good timing. If you come forward and you commit too hard on punches, he's going to be in on your legs. And he's good. He's not like he's just easy to defend his single legs and easy to defend his high crotches. You saw what he did to Olympic champion. Dumped him. Dumped Cejudo multiple times here. Okay. So that's the fight. That's the fight that got Merab the title shot. And wrestler versus wrestler matchup. Now we got wrestler versus striker matchup. Let's see what's going to happen. UFC Sphere right around the corner. And I tell you one thing for sure. Someone's getting their ass whooped. I'll leave you with this. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed that video. Hit that like and subscribe button and comment your thoughts underneath. And we'll see you soon. Love you. Bye-bye.